last evening, I was on the road.
Yeah.
And while being on the road, Tana, I was stunned. I was stunned in the truest sense of it. I was at a stoplight and I witnessed an accident right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. And, you know, when I come on and I talk at length about what's happening on the roads, and, you know, some of the commenters on YouTube, they're saying they don't want to hear that. They want to hear about all the other things happening in the world, Jermaine. But it pains my heart, Jermaine, to see that I was at a stoplight, and while being at that stoplight, somebody was making a U-turn, and then the collision literally pushed my vehicle back to what happened on the road. And it was really something that you're there, you didn't expect it. It just happened in the blink of an eye. It could be any one of us in that moment, and it speaks about road safety, using the roads, how the roads are designed to be used, turning where you are supposed to turn, not running through the red lights, which is something I'm seeing as a natural, normal occurrence here. I said it on air before when George was here with me, and I was saying to George one morning that I can bet my bottom dollar that I'm going to go up to a stoplight, and if I hear the motor of a motorbike coming close by, I can bet that they're going to run the light. I haven't been wrong so far. Since I said that statement, I've probably experienced one bike stopping at the stoplight since I said that statement, and that was over 8 months ago. So pardon me if I'm not as amused and bemused to talk about all the things happening on the political landscape that everybody wants to hear, but some people really do need to hear about the safety, how you drive, how you go about your day. And I'm not bashing a particular group, because it's a general consensus that we need to value our lives more. And that leads me to this idea of the pace of our purpose. You ever notice how everybody's rushing these days? Rushing to get to work, rushing to get rich, rushing to get there, wherever there is. We live in a world that celebrates speed. We love fast cars, fast food, fast Wi-Fi, fast success. Somewhere along the line, we started to believe that moving quickly meant we were doing something meaningful. But lately, I've been wondering, what if purpose doesn't move at that pace? What if purpose was never meant to be fast? Think about it. Everywhere you turn, someone's telling you to hustle harder, sleep less, grind more. If you're not working, you're losing. But nobody tells you what happens when you run so fast. You lose yourself in the process. And that's similar to what I'm talking about on our roads. When was the last time we stopped, really stopped, to ask ourselves, where am I going? And more importantly, why am I going there so fast? You see, we talk a lot about purpose, but we often treat it like a destination, a place we'll arrive at once we've achieved enough, earned enough, or proven enough. But purpose isn't a finish line. Purpose is a pace. It's that steady rhythm between who you are and what you're called to do. It's not about speed. It's about direction. And if your pace is costing you your peace, then maybe it's time to slow down. Because the truth is, some of the most important things in life can't be rushed. You can't rush wisdom. You can't rush healing. You can't rush growth. The tree doesn't force itself to bloom in winter. It waits for its season. But we, on the other hand, try to bloom in every season at every cost. We're exhausted, anxious, and comparing our journey to everyone else's highlight reel on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. You scroll online and you see someone your age buying a house, someone younger than you running a company, someone else living the dream, and suddenly your pace, feels too slow. But here's the irony. You might be further along in your purpose than you think, because purpose isn't measured by how far you've gone, it's measured by how true you've stayed. Let me say that again. Purpose isn't measured by how far you've gone, it's measured by how true you've stayed. When you think of the people who made real impact, not the ones who trended for a week, but the ones who left a mark, they weren't rushing. They were steady, they were intentional, and they were present. If you want me to get a little biblical, Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before leading his people. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years behind bars before walking into his destiny. Even Jesus, before starting his ministry, spent years preparing in obscurity. It makes you wonder, if God isn't in a hurry, why are we? Maybe the problem isn't that we're behind. Maybe it's that we've been running at a pace that was never meant for us. So this morning, I want to challenge you, whether on the roads or in your life, to check your pace. Are you running toward purpose, or are you just running from pressure? Are you chasing meaning, or are you chasing validation? Because if your success comes at the cost of your sanity, your life, it's not success, it's survival. Sometimes slowing down means you're losing some time. It means you're finally giving time a chance to work for you. Take a moment today to breathe, to sit with your thoughts, to remind yourself that it's okay to be in the process. The caterpillar doesn't rush the cocoon. Transformation takes time. So maybe, just maybe, the next chapter of your life won't come by running faster, but by walking faithfully. Because when you walk with purpose, you never have to chase your destiny. It meets you on the path. So this morning, wherever you are, on your way to work, dropping off the kids, or just sitting quietly, remember this. It's not about how fast you're moving. It's about whether you're moving in the right direction. Purpose has a pace, and it's not frantic. It's faithful. Slow down. Take time, and remember that purpose has a pace.